Hey guys, Brig here and welcome to part 1 of how to make 1 million gold in WoW series that I'm going to start doing. I've had a lot of people asking me how to get initially started with gold making, because most of the gold making I do on my channel is with crafting professions, and you need a little bit of gold to get started with that. The same with my flipping, battle pair arbitrage, all that kind of stuff. You do need a bit of gold to get started. So this series we're going to be covering how to get your first 1 million gold. And first off, what I'm going to do is actually start on a new server and a new character, because again, I get a lot of people saying that my server is crazy and I make most of my gold because everything on my server sells ridiculously. So we'll start up on a new server and we'll see what we can do on this new server. Now this is going to be a relatively high pop server, which is Terran Mill EU. It's one of the highest pop servers on EU. I think it's like 10th highest or something. It's a Horde dominated server, so I'm going to be playing Horde, and I'm going to be playing Druid because I love my Druids. I'm going to be treating this series as if you are a new player who's just bought a BFA. Now players with BFA do get a 110 boost, so I'm going to be using the 110 boost. I'm not going to be leveling myself, I can't be bothered to do that. And I have a few spare 110 boosts over from when I bought a BFA. So here I am, Breg. The name Breg wasn't taken, so that's pretty cool. And I've chosen a Druid, like I say, balanced Druid, because I like balance. It's also good for farming stuff, because we are going to be doing a fair bit of farming to get us started, guys. Now for those of you who watch me quite a lot, you'll know that I actually hate farming. I really do not like it whatsoever. I find it incredibly boring and it's a bit annoying. But you do have to farm some things to get started. I mean, you don't have to. If you're a really good player, you can probably boost to get some starting gold. If you play a lot, you can probably get a few order halls running, get some passive gold with some followers doing world quests and all that. But to get it quickest, then you're going to want to do some farming. And for those of you who want a basic idea of my plan of action and how to get 1 million gold pretty quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm up with 2 farming professions to around 100k. I'll then drop at least one of them and replace it with 1 crafting profession where I'm mostly going to craft current world materials. I'll probably replace one of my farming professions with enchanting. Once I get to around 200k, I will probably drop both farming professions, so I'll drop the other one and I'll get another profession, probably a gear crafting profession, so not only will I have enchanting, I'll have something like blacksmithing as well. That's my plan. Things might change, we'll see how things go, but I think that's the best way to go about things, because you only really need like 100k, guys. I mean, you could probably have even less. As my little minion disappears, probably should have taken that quest. But yeah, you only really need around 100k or less, and you can start doing current world crafting, which is how you're going to get a pretty decent amount of your gold, especially if you have a few Blood of Sargeras, which hopefully I will have once I've done my crafting. So that is the plan. We start off with 11 gold, not quite at 0, sorry guys, but you start off at 11. What else do we get given? Oh, nothing too exciting. 150 ancient mana. The ancient mana tracking thing. Hey, this is quite good. I've never actually boosted a character, so I don't really know what you get. But oh, the Legion flight whistle. Oh yeah, that's another thing, guys. I do actually have flying on this account. This isn't a new account, remember, it's just a new realm. So I guess if you were a completely new player, you wouldn't have flying and it would be a bit harder for you. But the same things kind of apply, you just wouldn't have flying. I mean, you could still go to Argus and mine stuff around there, because I can't even fly on Argus. Or you could go do some old world farming where you can get flying, so you know, it's not the end of the world. So yes, we are going to go for the old classic combination of herbalism and of mining. And we're going to do some old world and some new world farming. Now this is not a farming guide, guys. I am not the best at farming. Don't listen to me when it comes to farming, because I won't know the best. I don't have the right add-ons. I don't have anything good. You know, you don't have to be a professional player to farm. Obviously, it's not that hard. I mean, you can optimize it, of course. But you guys can go look up one of the very good farmers that there are on YouTube, such as Sharken, such as Student Albatross. All those guys really know how to farm a lot better than I do. Now, one thing I suggest you do, guys, is do look up the price of materials. It's a very obvious thing, but often people will just follow a guide on what to farm, and they won't actually look at the price for their server. I think the best thing to do is actually look at a price on your server, see what's selling, and go from there. Again, not an expert, guys, but Starlight Rose selling for well over region market average on my server, which is surprising since it's a quite high pop server, but that's good. We can definitely farm up some Starlight Rose. Empyreum is going for around 13 gold, which I believe is the same as Fell Slate on this server. And yeah, most of the Fell Slate going for around 13 gold as well. But yeah, it is simple, guys. The initial bit of farming is never very fun. So for you guys, you might already have some gold and you won't have to do this. But for most of us, if we want to really start off getting some gold, we need some initial capital. Because you can't invest in anything without the initial bit of capital. How I'm going to do that, like I said, is do some farming. So I'm just going to go around the Broken Isles, farm up some herbs, mine some stuff. We'll see what we get. You know, you can do this really easily. Download a add-on for gathering, something like GatherMate or Gatherer. There's loads of them, which just shows you the position of loads of the stuff on the map. And from there, you can go and gather up. And, you know, get yourself some Darkmoon Firewater or something that lets you gather quicker. And, yeah, it's boring, guys, but a few hours and you'll have your 100k. Yeah, even a bad farm is like 15k an hour. You can get 15k an hour, 20k an hour without too much effort. So after 5 hours, you're going to get to 100k. Well, that is the plan anyway, so wish me luck, guys. I am going to go off and start farming, start mining, and I will see you very soon. Okay, I'm bored already. But really just going to hand in my mission, which is completed. I just noticed the new travel form. It looks so cool. I've never played High Mountain Touring before. I just love this travel form. All the other forms look a bit stupid, to be honest, but I do love the moose form. I'm also very stupid, just been farming all this Starlight Rose and mining loads of stuff, and I didn't realise that when the minions spawn, after you get some Starlight Rose, they will drop a ton of Starlight Rose. Probably should have realised that. I was doing it with the Basilisk for the ore, but not for the Withered for some reason. Anyway, make sure you kill the Withered, guys, if you're farming Starlight Rose. Well, we got ourselves Starlight Rose rank 2, which is always good. If you guys are interested in knowing where I'm farming at the moment, I am farming Fell Slate, Laystone and Starlight Rose around this area here, like the northwest of Suramar, using server hop. It's actually quite good. Bit slow obviously because I'm rank 1 everything, but I'm slowly going to get the ranks up and it's going to get quicker. Actually just got Starlight Rose rank 3 as well. I don't know if it's always the case to get it so quickly. Don't know why I got it all so quick, but anyway, that was fun. I actually really like doing this. It takes me back to like old school WoW, when, you know, you didn't have anything, don't have any gear, don't have any friends on the server, don't have any gold. Everything I get is just really exciting. You get a bit of gold and it's really exciting, you know. Had to actually engage with someone to ask for help. Probably didn't even need help, but the quest said it was a 5-person quest, so I was like, with my gear, not going to be able to do it, and I found some nice person. You know, who said WoW has no community? Maybe it does, just a little bit. Anyway, here we go. Starlight Rose rank 3. Okay, so we did a fair bit of mining and herbing, and this is what we got. So nothing too crazy, but I think we're averaging around 10 to 15k an hour, maybe like 10k an hour to be honest. So not amazing, but not horrific either. Now I've got my rank 2s and 3s of things, I'm starting to get a lot more. Didn't actually do the quests for the ore rank 2s and 3s, couldn't be bothered. So that kind of slowed me down as well. It was just some of the herbs that I was getting at rank 3 for. which is fine. Anyway, I am now going to go and do some more ghost iron ore farming, which I started a bit earlier. Now, for ghost iron ore farming, you need to have at least around 500 mining, because that's going to get you the most possible ore and less nuggets. You're also going to want some mist piercing goggles, which help you see more things in Pandaria. I have Pandaria flying because it's a boost, and boosts get the flying, so that's good. And in terms of other stuff, you can get some enchants and everything that makes things quicker, but I'm not going to bother with that. Now, the farm we are going to be doing, which I was just testing out earlier, is going to be running through here in Valley of the Four Winds. A lot of YouTubers have done specific videos on this, but we're going to run through Valley of the Four Winds, just picking up all of the ghost iron ores on the route, and you can get around 1,000 per hour, if not more, but I'm not that good, so I'll probably get around 800 to 1,000. Now the issue is that a lot of the time ghost iron ore is a bit slow to sell, but in terms of old world ore, it's one of the quickest because it's needed for so many things, such as a lot of old world mounts and transmutes, and it's just needed for a lot of things. So it might be slower than Legion materials, but only by a bit, I believe. Now also, my server ghost iron ore is going crazy, about 30 gold, I believe. So if I can get near to 30 gold for it, that'll be what, like 30,000 gold an hour, which is 3 times better than my Legion farming spot. That's the dream. Probably won't get to that, but even if we can get to 20k an hour, it'll be double as good, and I won't have much longer to go before I've hit my 100k worth of materials, I hope. Okay guys, so it took around 4 hours, to be honest. 3 to 4 hours, it's now the next day. But what we ended up with is about 3,000 ore. Some of it I smelted into ghost iron bars, and some of it I've left to ore. So hopefully this won't take too long to sell. It took me a while to farm, but it was quite nice, pretty chilled. It was easier to farm than the Legion materials, to be honest. Hopefully if I can sell it for this price, it's a really good price, and I'll have made a ton of gold. So I'm going to sell all these with the rest of my Legion items, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so it's a few hours later and some things are selling. It's obviously being a bit slower than I would like, but I mean, it's only been a few hours and we have got some pretty nice sales, so this is a nice initial bit of gold. I'm pretty confident it's all going to sell. In fact, I'm relatively confident that I am going to get around 100k once everything sells. Hopefully, if the prices can stay pretty similar. What does that mean? It means we can dump our professions. Seems a bit silly now because I just got it, leveled it up, got rank 3s and some things, and then got to dump it. But guys, I don't like farming. I like crafting. That's how you can make the real gold. So we're going to go and learn enchanting first of all. Just as I'm speaking, actually, look what goes and happens. More ghost iron ore selling. So this is really excellent. As always, the annoying thing with Legion professions is you have to do the quests. I don't know, it's kind of cool to do the quests first of all, but realistically for us gold makers we just want to get down to the gold making, so I don't really know. We can't really criticise the quests because we wanted more to do with professions, but I guess they could have made the quests more interesting. They are pretty boring. Anyways, I'm going to go and do these Legion quests for enchanting. And I'm not actually sure which other profession to get, so I was thinking blacksmithing or inscription. So blacksmithing, you can make bars from the 2 ores and do a bit of a flip with those to sell. Inscription, you can also do a flip with Legion herbs, turning them into different things to mill, turning them into pigments. I think I'll probably go with inscription, just because inscription requires less blood of Sargeras, and I'm going to need a couple of things. I'm going to need a load of bloods for enchanting, so that will be my blood intensive profession, and then I think we'll probably get inscription just because it's a bit easier to do without bloods, and we might be able to make a fair bit of gold from it, depending on what the prices are looking like. Okay guys, so it's now another day later, and I'll let you know on some of my progress so far. In terms of our auctions, most of the stuff has sold, which is very good. If we just open this up, we got a nice 63k. So that is 83k so far, and the only things that haven't sold are the ghost iron bars. As you can see, the price of the ghost iron bars has actually gone down. It's a bit annoying, I probably shouldn't have even bothered smelting them. So for next time, I think that's what I'll do. But anyway, when all of this sells, I'll be at 100k gold. And that will probably be it for this episode. If you want to know what else I've been doing in the meantime while this has been selling, I've just been leveling, well not leveling, I'm still really low level enchanting and inscription, but I have been doing all the quests, so I've completed all the quests for Legion for enchanting and inscription. It's a bit annoying, especially for enchanting, there is quite a lot to do, but apart from that, it wasn't too bad. Did a couple of dungeons and I've unlocked all the major enchants. But that is it guys, we got our first 100k done, by far the hardest part of the gold making. Once I'm at this stage I can start crafting, might level up a demon hunter or something, get some more professions going. I'll try my hand at sniping and flipping next episode and we'll see where we can go. Anyway, that's it, hope you enjoyed, thanks for watching and until next time, see ya.